never switched up, I just changed lanes. I be with them niggas getting money and with niggas who gangbang. You niggas too friendly, you too strange. Cop some better work, hit the block, save up, get a new chain. I see my uncle hop in a new range. He taught me how to rap, bubble pack, now I got me some new flavor. I know y'all niggas thought that y'all had me, but the glick in the stash, she tried me. Get popped like acne, we got buttons on the back of them ratchets. Two turn can't relax me, rock designer, bitch, ain't none of us tacky. Ain't have nothing but some noodles in the crib. On that demon time, I move crucial with my blick. Baby, I'm a blood, but I be grooving with my sig. I be getting paranoid, bitch, don't be moving through my crib. No, it's RMSG, and I started this shit with Miz. Vamping in the jacks, they know I did this shit with shiz. We really put that bat on ass. We don't talk about them kids. They know I'm from the trenches, so it is what it is. Yeah.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Norbs. This is the 10A podcast, and I don't know if my man is here, but he should be here. But Monnie, you there?
I'm in the building. Can you hear me?
Yeah, all I see is a black screen, brother. Are you there, my friend? Oh, you're not gonna cam up?
This computer, it ain't gonna work if I cam up Norbs.
And we gotta step it up for you, Monnie. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna have to step it up for you, man. I'm gonna have to get you some new equipment, man, and shit like that. We gotta turn up. But anyways, Monnie, it has been a great weekend for me. Okay, let me break it down for you. I know it hasn't been a great weekend for you. You know, the Rams shit the bed. You know, I get it. You know, I wasn't gonna rub it into you. But for me, the Cowboys lost, followed by the Eagles Monday night, followed by actually Saturday started off with a good fight with better be for Caleb Smith, and then the Cowboys lose, and then the Eagles lose. So this weekend has actually been stupendous for me. It's been a little hectic, Monty, but let me welcome my guest today, my man. I'm a big fan of his YouTube channel, my man Monnie Brown. Monnie, what's the word, my guy?
Man, chilling, I can't complain. You know, it's been a long time coming, but we finally here.
Yeah, Monnie, I apologize, man. I just been doing a lot of work in the house, and just getting shit together. I'm still not finished with my studio in the house. Still got things to do, and I'm about to be going on probably Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. This is going to be my slot, probably from like 12 to 1, 12 to 1:30, and Saturdays when it's fight night. You know, whenever there's a big fight coming, I'll stream live, and hopefully I can get you on more, Monnie. I got a lot of respect for you, man.
Oh, no doubt. You know I'm ready for you, my guy.
But so let's start off with this weekend, right? I forgot there was a fight, so. Usually when I forget there's a fight or anything going on, I see Monnie go live, that means something is going down. There's a fight. So I tune in, like, oh shit, Monnie, I didn't know there's a fight. Boom, and I just go back on, right? So I go on and my man BETERBIEV Dimitri, well, it's not Dimitri, I forgot the fuck his name is. Arthur BETERBIEV is fighting against Caleb Smith. You know what I mean? I think at the time he was 19-0 or 20-0 with all knockouts. I forget. You hear me, Monnie?
Say it again.
I said he's the only fighter, the only champion right now that has an undefeated record, and every win is by knockout. I think right now he's 20-0 if I'm not mistaken at this point.
Yeah, BETERBIEV. I think Inui, and I think it's one more, but I don't think Inui. I think Inui got a decision on his record. I know what the BETERBIEV is one. I think it was somebody else.
And it's kind of crazy because I was, you start listening to, the broadcasts and stuff like that, and everybody, and I see everywhere people talking about BETERBIEV and how crazy he is, and I was like, you know what? I watched him before, but let me see the step up competition. Fight Caleb Smith, who's a bigger guy, never been knocked out, never been knocked down, and from the start of the fight, bro, he's on him. Like, he's literally on him. And I almost felt like nothing would faze him at that point. What's your take on BETERBIEV?
I'm a fan of Arthur BETERBIEV, bro. He's a Russian fighter. They come tough as nails.
Yeah,
He's strong as hell. Aggressive fighter. He got an IQ on him as well. People, you know, they just look at it because you see a fighter that got a lot of knockouts. They don't watch how you set up them knockouts. Now, 38 years of age, so he getting up there in age and things like that. But he got some some skills. You know what I'm saying? There's always a method to his madness. But overall, when push comes to shove,
yeah,
it's give and take, and he know right that you can't take what he got. So he'll take it just to give it to you. And most of these fighters, as you can see, none of them can take what he got. Man, he hit so hard, Noah. Like he retired a few fighters, bro. Like literally
yeah,
retired. These undefeated fighters. You know what I
yeah.
mean? They retired after he fought them. So he hit hard as hell. It's just he's dangerous, bro. He's dangerous.
I mean, at 175 pounds, it's real hard to figure out if anybody could beat him, and everybody's asking, who's going to fight next or whatever. But what impressed me about him was his patience. Like, he was walking him down. A lot of times some fighters get aggressive and kind of wear out. He went after him first round, then he just kind of just started peppering him up. Just pop, 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 pop. And I'm watching, I'm like, yo, this guy is patient as shit. And it almost reminded me of watching, I think, Rocky 4 with the Russian fighter. Like he
Drago,
was,
Ivan Drago.
bro, that's what it reminded me of. Like he just nothing phased him. Nothing. And he just looked stronger. It was just absolutely crazy to me. And immediately when he ends up stopping him, in my head, I'm like, yo, who's next? And I started making a list of who. I mean, of course, people are going to want to see Canelo, of course, fight him. Things of that nature, or Dmitry Bivol. I was thinking, but I was also thinking another fighter who I think would be insane. I think this would be one of the best fights of the year. And I was actually thinking of David Benavidez, to be honest with you. Just both of their approaches. And those Benavidez, like 6'3", is a big dude. It is absolutely scary, but at the same time, exciting to see those three guys possibly fighting him. Out of the three, or who do you want to see fight Beterbiev? And do you even think they have a chance at this point at 175 pounds?
Him and Bivol supposed to be signed, sealed, and delivered for undisputed. So that's supposed to be the next fight, and that's the fight that I want to see. And I mean that like they both in the same division. He's been on Bivol for a minute. So Dmitry Bivol and him, they've been on a crash course for a minute. You know what I mean? So that's the fight that I want North, and I want him to go through. Well, I want Bivol to go through with it because Beterbiev won it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the fight that I want, and I want Canelo and Benavidez. But right now at 175, I want to see them boys get it on for undisputed. You feel me? Now I want to clear up something real fast, North, because people always talking about Canelo ducked Arthur Beterbiev, and that's a lie.
Yeah,
right?
Somebody said that Mad Hungry over there.
Canelo tried to fight that man, right? They turned the fight down out of their own mouth. See, y'all need to do y'all research, man. You know what I mean? Canelo don't duck nobody. Canelo wanted to fight him before he fought Bivol, and they turned it down. Canelo is even on Canelo Twitter, right? They turned down the fight, and they said, no, we're not going to fight now. Now, it was a short notice, right? I will say that, but Canelo offered them a fight, and they turned it down. So Canelo didn't duck nothing. So y'all need to stop with that narrative, man.
There's a lot of Canelo hate. I mean, I know you're a huge Canelo fan. I'm a huge Canelo supporter. I feel like Canelo's the only fighter in boxing that has to fight literally everyone.
Exactly.
He beats Benavidez, let's say, he got to fight Charlo. If he beats Charlo, then he got to fight Bill. Like, there's no stopping anybody that could duck. But regardless of that, we'll get into Canelo later. He's scary. He's very, very scary. And I'm not gonna lie. Even Bivol, like his style is crazy. I want to see if he can break down Bivol's style, because Bivol's a strong guy. He kind of reminds me of, and of course you're a connoisseur of this boxing shit. He kind of reminds me of how Winky Wright gave a lot of people problems. Great jab, straightforward fighter, controlled you with his defense, didn't get hit a lot. He had the long arms, and he gives a lot of really good offensive fighters problems. Do you think that Dmitry can give Beterbiev those type of problems? Or how do you feel about that fight?
I'm gonna keep it real, Noah. I always had Dmitry Bivol beating Arthur Beterbiev.
Wow. Okay.
I always, and this is my reason why, bro. Bivol, right? A lot of these fighters, when they fight BETERBIEV,
Yeah.
You have some that try to just keep running from you, they let them come forward.
Yeah.
As you seen with Callum Smith, he laid on the ropes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once BETERBIEV put pressure on you, and if your body ain't built for pressure,
Yeah.
you go fold, bro. Like Callum Smith body, you can tell his frame it wasn't built for the pressure. When we look at
Yeah.
we look at Dimitri Bivol, bro, he's a Russian as well, but his body
Yeah.
is built for the pressure. Like he know how to train and get himself together for punishment. But the thing about Bivol is Bivol not just gonna let you get off on him, because if you let BETERBIEV punch on you, even if you blocking, it's going to hurt. Wherever he hits you is going to hurt. That's how hard he hit. But one thing Bivol go do is he go grab you, he go lock your ass up, and he go get you back in the middle of the ring. Even when we seen with the Canelo fight, like he gonna have you looking for that one punch. If he can get you looking for that one punch, he got you. And I think Arthur BETERBIEV is not a better boxer and not a better thinker than Dimitri Bivol. Now it's not gonna be easy for a long shot, but I do think Bivol IQ. I think it's IQ and his way of taking away something that you do best, right? Because he's a real thinker in the ring. You know what I mean? He came into the game on Andre Ward. That's why I respect him. But I just think it's IQ, bro. And even though it don't look like he hit hard, he got respectable power. But I just feel like his IQ and not letting BETERBIEV hit him with that hard shit everywhere, I think that's gonna be the key, you know what I'm saying, to beat Arthur BETERBIEV, especially with him getting up there in age, you know what I'm saying? So now it's not gonna be easy, but I think Bivol IQ, not being on the ropes and letting him punch on you, keeping him in the middle of the ring where you gotta box and you gotta think. And I think that's the smart man game. And I still feel like Bivol get Arthur BETERBIEV, bro.
No, listen, I'm with you. And the reason I made the comparison to Winky Wright, because Winky Wright kind of just came out of not that he came out of nowhere, but he came into stardom by fighting a big name and big names. Yeah. And once Bivol fought Canelo, that's when a lot of people started recognizing him. And people were kind of like downplaying Canelo and trying to play him. I'm like, bro, this is a big man who is a very strong defensive fighter. Like, he literally is very intelligent, like you said. He knows how to dictate the ring. And I'm kind of with you. I kind of got Bivol also winning that fight. I don't think he's going to walk through Bivol like that. And Bivol, he understands how to control you with that jab as well. I think he's very underrated. I got him in my top 10 pound for pound. And I can't wait to see that fight. I think it's going to be crazy, to be honest with you. You know? Somebody said
yeah, they know each other. So it ain't like, because I think they sparred before. So it's not like they don't know. Both of them for Russia. You understand? So, and I'm going to tell you one thing. Not to knock this man Arthur BETERBIEV, but Bivol better put that real strict testing on his ass, because he did they said he popped dirty, but then they came back and said his second test was clean. So it'd be some weird shit going on.
Yeah, I mean that's always like a black cloud for me in regards to boxing. How many fighters come up testing dirty, and then people kind of overlooking it. It's always been something to question at that point. And the way boxers fight, they only fight a couple times a year. So if you do a cycle, you can get away with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? You just need the timing of it. So no, I mean that is one of the scariest things in boxing, especially when you're as big a puncher as somebody like BETERBIEV or Matias or those type of individuals. No, it's definitely scary. Now you said something interesting. You said you want to see Benavidez and Canelo. I'm with you on that. The only reason I bring up Benavidez is because that's a big man. Sure. Benavidez is not a small man. Like that guy, and I think people don't understand how big of a challenge. Somebody said positive vibes. Said his test was abnormal, but was a pass. I don't know the logistics. I can't say, but in terms of Benavidez, that's a big man. Like he should be at 175 and above, in my opinion. And everybody's asking for that fight, which is Canelo, but Canelo got options. I just watched Oscar De La Hoya, to segue into the situation, come out and say he's looking forward to doing business with Canelo. So it sounds like it's down to Munguia, who's a fighter with Golden Boy, Terrence Crawford, Terrence Crawford is dying to get that fight. But we don't know his contract situation with Errol Spence and if he can take the fight, or Benavidez. Out of the three, which one do you think is more likely for Cinco de Mayo at this point?
Realistically, I'm gonna be real. Realistically, right? We talking about the next fight, right?
Yes, for Canelo, because everybody wants to know who's Canelo going to take. It's going to be Bud. Is it going to be Benavidez? Is it going to be Munguia? Is it going to be Jermell Charlo? Which one of the four is it going to be at this point?
Out of the three, if I had to pick out of the three, man, I don't know if like even though Canelo got like he don't rock with Golden Boy like that. You know what I mean? We know the situation with Oscar De La Hoya. So it's kind of hard for me to see him giving Oscar De La Hoya a payday. You know what I mean? Like Canelo want to keep his foot on his neck for what he did to him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it might like literally if we had to pick out of the four, Munguia and Charlo would be my picks. You know what I'm saying? Either between Charlo and Jaime Munguia, even though you don't want to give Oscar, you know what I'm saying, that payday, but business is business at the end of the day. As long as you get paid what you get, you know what I mean? I think one of the two might be, you know what I mean, next for Canelo Alvarez. A lot of people gonna be mad and frustrated. Oh man, he's ducking, he's doing this, he's doing that. I mean, Canelo can do what he want to do, and it's not like see, a lot of people caught up in the hype. No, I'm not caught up in the hype. I understand the business of the game. Like the business is the business. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to a level like Canelo Alvarez, after you fought everybody, you know what I mean? But we know how the game is. You got, like you say, you got to beat everybody to, like people saying now, oh, Canelo got to beat Benavidez to prove he the best. But at first, Canelo got to beat Triple G to prove he the best. He beat him 3 times, and now is on to the next thing. But that's the nature of the beast, and Canelo understand that. But just being realistic, I think Benavidez coming in September. This is how I feel. I think Benavidez coming, you know what I'm saying, in September. I think he going to take another one of them dudes for Cinco de Mayo, and then take Benavidez in September. Because one thing Canelo don't like is you telling him what he got to do. You feel me?
And to touch on what you just said, when I think he was offended when Benavidez and his team came out and said, when he called him out and said, we got 40 million for you right now. And I was like, yo, like, Canelo's not going to respond to that. And he's not going to respond well to that, especially when your resume doesn't dictate you fighting him at this point. And I think that was one of the things that pissed him off about the Benavidez situation, and the fact that he's never going to get the credit he deserves. I just watched Teddy Atlas talk about that. Canelo's the most overrated Mexican fighter of all time, and I'm sitting here like, Teddy, like, are you fucking serious?
Hater.
Super hater. Now, I want to say Benavidez for September, right? But I feel like Cinco de Mayo is like the biggest for him, and I know Canelo's about business, and I think Canelo wants that money. I don't think it goes down this Cinco de Mayo. I think Benavidez goes down next Cinco de Mayo, to be honest with you. I think he's going to try to build that up to be a $100 million fight. Whether Benavidez goes and takes someone else at 168, maybe he fights Jermell Charlo, and maybe he builds up the fight even bigger and bigger. I don't know if it's going to happen in September, because I think Cinco de Mayo is such a big marketable holiday for him. And I think if he doesn't fight Benavidez in May, which I don't believe he will, I'm actually with you. I think he's going to fight him the following May. The following May, I think, is when it is going to happen. But I'm with you. I think he is going to end up fighting Munguia. I think he's going to put his stuff past Oscar De La Hoya. I don't think he cares. And he knows, I mean, if you watch De La Hoya, he was kind of like, it almost seemed like, I don't want to say begging. I don't want to say that. But you could tell he wants to keep, he wants that check. He understands how much Canelo actually sells, whether it's a lesser percentage he has to take or whatnot. He understands the draw that Canelo actually is. So I'm with you on that. I think he fights Munguia. I think Benavidez fights Charlo. And September, I'm not gonna front. If Crawford can get out of September, I'm out of this contract situation with Errol Spence, I wouldn't be surprised if September is Terence Crawford, because I don't think Terence Crawford has much time left to make this fight happen. I mean, how do you feel about the Terence Crawford situation?
Canelo is not giving him the fight on the simple fact of Canelo understand the game. And you know he's not gonna get no type of credit for fucking Terence Crawford. Look, they not even trying to give him no credit for it. Look, Jermell Charlo is a bigger name than Bud, right? So when he just Jermell Charlo a bigger name than Terence Crawford. So with the situation with Mayo, he just beat Jermell ass, bro. I'm talking about worse than anybody beat him, and he gets no credit. So now if he was to go fight this 147-pounder coming up 3 divisions, right? Because let's be real, Terence Crawford begging for a payday with Canelo. He ain't got a chance in hell, right? But you know, a lot of people look at the skills and try to, well, Floyd this and Floyd, he ain't no damn Floyd Mayweather. Let's get that understood right now. And then Canelo ain't no 23. And I'm saying Canelo is way seasoned now. So you talking about him coming up 3 weight classes. Um, Bud, like he just made a name off Earl Spence. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So and we don't know what he do after that. Now we know if you put you in the ring with Canelo, it's going to sell. But the thing is, Canelo understand the game. Like he know for a fact that because there's so many people in line for Canelo, bro. If he was to face a Turnbull Crawford, right? Now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it won't sell or it won't be a good scrap. You know what I'm saying? So people
Yeah.
won't think I'm hate. But I just think Canelo is not. He's not looking at it. But like you say, that it don't interest him. It don't interest him at all. Like he's telling people, like, I don't want that fight. Like it's not. It's not. It really does nothing for me. So people
Yeah.
want to just. They're going to try to hype it up, right? Like Andre Ward tried to hype it up. But in all reality, bro, it's bigger fish out there for Canelo to put in the ring with him that could be a much bigger fight than Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? But
A bigger fight financially?
you
I mean, that's a
never know.
stretch. It's a stretch, money.
Mhm.
Financially? I mean, I think a lot of people are on that hype train right now in regards to Bud Crawford. I think after Benavidez, it would be, in my opinion, Terrence Crawford would be the biggest fight for him. I mean, financially, money-wise. I think people, number one pound for pound fighter. And again, you know, Canelo, yes, he controls everything, but he also sees the prince. He responds when they put him number 2 or number 3 in pound for pound when he should be number 1, and you see Bud there. I think some of that pride may say, you know what, fuck it, but at the same time, you all right. He beats Bud Crawford, he's not going to get any credit. They're just going to say he's the bigger man. So I'm definitely with you. I think it's going to have to be a lot of money, and I think Terrence Crawford is going to draw that type of money against him. I really do believe there's a lot of people that believe Terrence Crawford can beat Canelo Alvarez at 168 right now.
Yeah, like people in the chat, they calling me crazy, but they say Canelo couldn't hit Floyd. Bro, listen, if you was to put Floyd Mayweather in there with a seasoned Canelo, it'd be a difference. And Floyd is my guy. I feel like he's my GOAT. But he caught Canelo early, bro. He caught him at 23. You know, a kid that was, you know, naive as hell, but it was a big opportunity. But if you put him in there with a seasoned Canelo, it might be a different story. But with the Turnbull Crawford, y'all got to cut it out, fam. Like the man is not Floyd. Quit thinking that he got Floyd Mayweather defense because he don't. You know what I mean? Like I'm not making no excuses with the Earl Spence fight. I don't even want to talk about that. But Canelo ain't fit to sit up there and let a motherfucker tee off on him like that. Sorry before you turn.
He said he don't want to talk. Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about you when he fucking.
Yeah, for real. My man.
I like
my other man. No, I just might want to see him get it on Canelo. How about that? So Canelo can break his motherfucking face.
I mean, Bud's in a fucked up situation, right? Like it's either do the rematch, right? He really wants that bag with Canelo, which, like the way you're explaining it, doesn't seem like he's gonna get it. Errol wants the rematch. He exercised the clause, and now he's talking about he had the eye surgery or whatnot. And I think Bud might have to give up on his belt if he doesn't fight Boots, right? What do you think happens with Bud at this point, especially with everything that's going on? I know everybody's waiting for Canelo's decision. Canelo's decision is going to dictate a lot of fights this year, right? Whatever Canelo decides in May, we're going to see the downfall. We're going to see Benavidez pick somebody up. We're going to see Crawford pick somebody else, whoever it is. What do you think about the Errol Spence situation? Do you think he should take the rematch, or should he take somebody else and try to get it at 154 and possibly build up the fight again? Because to me, at this point, that fight is worth nothing, the rematch at this point. I think Terrence knows that.
I think that's how a lot of people feel because of the fight wasn't that competitive, right? And I think that's why Earl come out and you know, you're trying to get some buzz going by saying my eye, my rib, and things of that nature. But sometimes you can wait too long to let people know what was wrong with you, and people just gonna look at it as an excuse. You know what I mean? I know Earl, my guy, so I'm gonna ride with him, win, lose, or draw. But the fact is, like you say, there's a lot of people that's looking at that fight and the way it went down. Like, bro, why would I want to spend my money on this shit again when we seeing what happened? So that's the facts. The truth also is they do have a signed contract. So it's like when Bud says over things of that nature, people reading into it. We don't know if he was talking about he happy to eye surgery or things like that because it's just a cataract situation that take 3 to 4 weeks to heal. And still with PBC trying to find they got a platform. But we know Tank supposed to be the first fight to launch, so we got to wait and see how that play out, things like that. But I think Bud is in a good position, though, Noah, on the simple fact that if he's away from top rank, so even if, just let's say the Earl fight don't happen next, right? He's still in a good position to negotiate what he want next. And that's why he's sticking around PBC because he got options over there. You know what I'm saying? He got a few options over there. And like you say, with the buzz that he got going after doing what he did to Earl, you know, it make his name a little bigger. So he do. My thing is this: do it translate into your next fight? Like if it ain't a Canelo, right? Let's say Bud don't fight Canelo because before Earl Spence, Bud couldn't sell on pay-per-view. You feel me? He had
Absolutely.
3
He never has,
pay-per-views. Yeah, and they always, let's just say they weren't that good. So let's see if you don't fight Canelo, you don't fight Earl Spence. Now, after beating Earl Spence, everybody acting like they're on the bandwagon. Do it translate to pay-per-views? You know what I'm saying? They put you on pay-per-view again. Because one thing we know about Earl Spence, even though he lost to Terrence Crawford, his next pay-per-view is still going to sell because people want to see what you look like after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How do you know what I'm saying, redeem yourself? So people about that pay-per-view just to see how you look. With Terrence Bud Crawford, it's like, okay, who are you fighting? You know what I mean? Did you get some star power off of Earl Spence? If you don't fight another star, and you got to see how that, and Canelo gonna be watching that as well. Now, if you go fight somebody that's not named Earl, and you fight a regular somebody, and you can do good numbers, then Canelo just might entertain the situation. Like, okay, like you say, it make for good business, and I know I can beat your ass. So come on, let's get it. But if he fight somebody unnamed Earl Spence or Canelo, and the pay-per-views is 50,000 or 100,000, then all the fake ass fans that's jumping on the bandwagon, it proves that Bud is still not a draw. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come down to his drawing power. But I just feel like he's in a good position because he can negotiate with anybody now to make a fight happen. You're not stuck up under, you know what I'm saying, one umbrella. So we'll see how that play out with the Earl Spence situation. But you know, Earl is still pushing forward for that rematch. And with PBC having the fighters for him, if you don't fight Earl, do they even want to give you another fight with one of their other fighters? You know what I'm saying? Because Earl still have some type of, you know what I'm saying, drawing power over there with the fan base. And, you know, you got to get your ass whooped twice for people to say, all right, man, look, bro, it look like you probably done, bro. You need to hang it up. So you're going to have that ridiculous fight and you got to come and show out. So we'll just see how that play out in the future.
Do you think it's a possibility that Bud and Errol doesn't go down next, and possibly Errol takes somebody else and Bud takes somebody else in order to build that fight back up? Let's just say Errol takes, I don't know, somebody at 154, maybe Charlo. And maybe builds up the fight again. Maybe say, look, I'm back. I was hurt. That wasn't my weight. Do you think that's the best course of action in order to bring up this fight to any type of notoriety?
Hey, that can be a possibility. I'll say this. A smart man would do that. A smart man will go out there and say, you know what, let me get another fight under my belt just to get back in the win column, right? Not jumping right back in the ring. And then, you know, on them layoffs, man, them layoffs will get you. You feel me? Like he was out 16 months for Bud, the first fight. You know what I mean? And came into the ring because you say, I missed the no tune-up. And you see what happened with the situation because you're trying to push yourself to the limit for a fight of that magnitude. And you can outwork yourself. You can outburn yourself. You can catch an injury. You don't want to pull out because it's so close to the fight. You don't want to mess up the payday. It'd be a lot of things that go into it. But the smart man, right? If you're saying let's just say if you want to continue your career, the smart thing will be, man, let me go up here and get my feet wet at 154. You know what I'm saying? And get a win under my belt and things like that. So that would be the smart move. Now, if you're saying, look, man, I'm on my way out the door, or, you know, it's make or break, or, you know, some people have them egos. I want to show people that I'm better than what I am. Then you know what I'm saying, you take the rematch right away. And that's kind of similar what Earl Spence want to do, take the rematch right away. And then, you know what I'm saying, see what happened after that. You know, but the smart move will be take a tune-up fight, let Bud get him a fight up there, and like you say, build it off of that. But to try to go right back into it after being like almost a year and 2 year layoff, right? That can be a little problem for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially with somebody like Terrence Bud Crawford, who don't smoke, who don't drink, who's a gym rat. He stay in shape, he stay working. You know what I mean? So you might want to rethink some things, bro. But you know, we'll see how he play out. It's his career, and let's see how they go forward. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to you know, make a splash with this fight because you got to find a way to resell it, like you say, Noah. They got to find a way to convince you and the other people to say, hey, man, look, all right, I give it another go, especially if you want to try to sell that motherfucker for $89.99 or $79.99. You got to convince the people why they want to spend their money to see you get your ass whooped again. You know what I mean?
Now, a lot of people are like, oh, they got to wait because, you know, Errol Spence, I'm not Errol Spence. Bud is he's not a spring chicken. He's about to be 36 years old. He's trying to cash out. That's why he's waiting for the Charlo fight. And it would be, in my opinion, the best situation for Errol to take another fight and then dominate that fight and then make that fight happen at 154 if Bud Crawford is going to take it. But what does Bud do if he doesn't get the Canelo fight? Do you believe he'll take Boots Ennis, who everybody's calling for. I don't think he's going to take Boots. But what do you think?
Listen, none of them is gonna fight Boots, bro. It's
Wow.
too risky. It's too risky. It's too risky, bro. It's like when these hungry lions coming up, bro, you in your 20s, you vibrant as hell, fam. Like Boots is a dangerous dude right now. Very dangerous. Not saying Bud is afraid of him. I'm not gonna say, oh man, he's afraid, he's ducking, nothing like that. But it won't be the smart business move. You know what I'm saying? It won't be the smart move. And that's how I know you're not gonna fight Boots, because he already relinquished a few belts. And you know, Boots is in the IBF situation. So I feel like by the IBF, by him letting the IBF go and letting Boots get that title, that says a lot. That says a lot for me. You know what I mean? So I just think you look at Boots as a dangerous fighter. Now he's running around saying, "Oh, Boots had 2 times to fight me. He could have fight me twice," and he know that's not true. You know damn well that's not true, bro. But the reality is, Jerron Boots Ennis is dangerous right now. Jerron Boots Ennis is you know, he's that wild card to the division is his. Like, I'm gonna be realistic right now. Like, I look at the division as, because you know it's out with the old, in with the new, and you know a new wave always coming in. You know what I mean? And Boots he's in front. Him and Virgil Ortiz was the 2 top shotters in that new wave coming in. But now that
Virgil's at 154 now, right?
154 now. Yeah. Now that he at 154, then Boots is the new wave. You know what I'm saying? They got a few other up and coming welterweights right there, Stanionis, you know, Speedy Rashidi and things of that nature. But Jerron Boots Ennis is the name that stand out, and he gonna run that division. But
do you think he goes up? Do you think Boots says, you know, fuck 147, let me go get that smoke at 154? Do you think he stays at 147?
I think he stay at 147 and he reign there for a little bit, because when like you got to make your presence known. And even though Boots is a hell of a fighter, he's still not that big star yet. He's still not known like that yet.
Yeah.
But 147 is still a glory division, because the names is still kind of attached to 47. So right now with him doing this thing, like, make your name at 47, go out there, become unified champion, even undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And then you go up, because them dudes that's going up ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going nowhere. But right now, you just became the IBF champion. There's other titles out there. There's a few names at 47 where you can make your name off of as well. Keith Thurman. Another one stand out. What I want.
You're just about to fight Clarissa Shields. I don't want to hear Keith Thurman's name.
Nah, Keith Thurman listen, he only lost to Pacquiao, but you got to understand, North, it's all about marketing. One thing Thurman can do, he can make your ass believe he go win. Like, he can talk. And you know what I'm saying?
You just said something that was key.
Like that. Yeah.
You said something that was key. You said names, but all the names seem to be going to 154. Not to mention Tim Tszyu is calling everybody out at 154. You don't think Boots says you got Charlo there? You're probably gonna get Spence there. You're probably gonna get Tim Tszyu there. I mean, that division's getting deep. 154. I know 147 used to be the glory division, but it seems like 154 is starting to take over. You know, that's what I'm saying. You don't think he may say, let me get a big fight over here since Bud's not going to fight me?
Well, that's the thing. Like I say, you got to make your name. Like, even like I say, he can go up to 54, and you'll be up there, and you'll still be trying to chase. Because they just think Bud, Earl, they at 54. They still trying to chase the big names up there. When Boots come up, he still is dangerous fighter. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like, shit, we're not gonna get the fight with him. So at 47, while you are champion there, you can go unify now with somebody else and become like, you can make your name bigger. You know what I mean? At 47, then you go to 54. Like I say, when you season, because he's still a young bull. So you go make your name at 47, let them do their thing at 54, get things sorted out. And when you go up, now you got leverage, because guess what? If you become unified or undisputed, you can be the mandatory to any title up there. You know what I mean? So now it's like, okay, I want to go up. I want to go to WBC route. Well, guess what? I can go up and be the mandatory. I want to go to IBF route. I can go up and be the mandatory. So whoever holding them titles up there, they ain't got no choice but to see you in a fight.
Okay.
Like after one fight, they ain't got no choice. You know what I mean? Unless they got to vacate the title.
So you're saying right now, Boots stays at 147. So who does Boots fight next? Everybody's waiting for that decision.
Listen, it's gonna come down to it's Thurman, it's Stanionis, Ortiz still there. You say Ortiz?
You don't think Ortiz is a possibility, even though
Ortiz at 54. Ortiz not. Ortiz, like, he was almost died making 47, bro. So
really,
he go stay at 54. Yeah, like he had. That's why him and Stanionis supposed to fall 3 times. He had to pull out. Stanionis got hurt once. He had to pull out twice because of situation inside his liver and organs and shit like that. So
Wow.
he got to he got to stay at 54. But that's gonna be the big fight at 54 still, because that was the fight at 47. But like I say, the names at 47, we got to see what Terrence Crawford do with the title. He go vacate, or is he go? You know what I'm saying? See what he gonna do. So once them titles get vacated, we'll know more. But like I say, the two top shotters right now, Stanionis and Thurman at 47. Like that's what sticks out to me. And we'll see how that play out. Thurman, he act like he want a lot of cash to fight Boots because he know Boots go tag his ass. Stanionis is
knocking him out. Boots is
yeah,
not.
Stanionis. But it supposed to be Stanionis and Thurman, if I'm not mistaken, for a world title. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to be fighting for a world title.
That's a lot. I mean, guys, Monty knows his shit, so we're gonna keep going. Let's go down to the lighter divisions. Let's go down to Mr. I know you're a huge fan of Mr. Bill Haney, right? So just want to bring that up. His son Devin has been making his rounds. He just he fought Regis, beat him, whatever, and he's been trying to get that fight with Gervonta. Gervonta apparently said he wanted some type of a hydration clause. He was like, hell no, I'm not doing that. And then he wanted to fight Ryan. Then Ryan jumps over and goes to fight Rolly, which is a smart move. I thought that was a smarter move for him. What's Devin gonna do right now? Do you think he's gonna? And this is what he said. Apparently, Teofimo said that now they want that smoke. What does Devin Haney do?
The thing about Devin is his daddy, man. His daddy, like, he talks so much shit, bro. And he be writing checks. He be writing checks that his son Nash can't cash. But it's like, for once, they fucked the Ryan fight up. Right?
So say that one more time.
Here I come. They the ones, they dropped the ball on the Ryan fight. People think, oh, well, Ryan just pulled out and this, that, and third. No, they start talking shit after they beat Regis Prograis.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. William Bill Haney, who I signed my name different on certain contracts. You know what I mean? I don't know who the hell does that. No, I don't think if you sign your name different on the contract, you can get away with it, right? You got to sign your name the right way your name is and your mother name. But, Bill is something else. But nonetheless, right, after they beat Regis Prograis, Mr. Bill Haney wants to go to the cameras and say, oh, my son is a new face of boxing. We the money man. Floyd, don't you ever talk that money shit with us again. You know what I'm saying? My son is better than Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, so, now you want to poke the bear. So guess what Floyd do? Okay, y'all want to play with me? I'm going to show you something. Oh, y'all thought y'all had a fight with Ryan Garcia, huh? Watch this here. Hey, Ryan, come over here. Let me advise you. Nah, Rolly is the bigger fight. You know what I mean? And look what happened. You know what I'm saying? But Devin, look, there's no hate towards Devin. There's no hate towards Bill. But we just got to keep it real. They liars in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like Bill Haney is one of the biggest liars in boxing. So people can take it how they want to take it. But Devin is a hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I picked him to beat Regis. I buy his fights and things of that nature. But, his daddy is going to be the downfall to his career, in my opinion. Let me just say that. This ain't no opinion. This is Monnie Brown opinion. His father is going to be the biggest downfall in his career to me. You know what I'm saying? So now, they want to say a lot of people cherry pick and move. But you at 140, you beat Regis. Credit. You go up, you fight a champion. I give you the credit for that. But T.O. and Matias is the killers at 140. We all know that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We all know that. But you trying to dance around them. You come up, land on Matias saying you offer them a fight. Or we talk to the manager and you talk to somebody that ain't got nothing to do with Matias. T.O. right there, y'all acting like y'all want T.O. right now because T.O. in the fight. Oh, how convenient, Bill. Oh, yeah, we'll fight T.O. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but T.O. locked into a fight. You know that. So now you're fighting because he's locked into a fight and you can't fight him next. So let's just use T.O. for clout because T.O. fight coming up, and let's link our name to T.O., right? Like they've been linking their name to everybody else, acting like they want to fight for the clout. And then when the man ain't got a contract and he's free, oh, well, they want to price themselves out, or they want to make it as if people don't want to fight them. The you know what I'm saying, the way people get out of fights. But it looked like he gonna fight his mandatory, right? It's gonna be Jermaine. No, sorry, not Jermaine Ortiz. Man, what's that kid name? He's the mandatory for Devin Haney. Sandor Martin. Martin. Yeah, it's gonna be the man that beat Mikey Garcia not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I think he fought Adrian Broner. But that's who That's what they're gonna end up fighting, bro. They not gonna fight no killer, and they just using them killer's name for just publicity stunts.
So you said something that I wanted to touch on in regards to the Mayweather situation, right? I felt like it sounds personal, but it also involves De La Hoya, and De La Hoya actually came out and made some statements which were, I don't want to say underhand, but it was like a kind of a threat. He had did a video on his Instagram where he said that Floyd, he goes, back in his day, that would be considered some type of a interference or whatever, basically alluding to lawsuits. Then follows it up by saying, well, I hope Ryan soaks up everything he can for Floyd. Do you think there's a possibility that there will be lawsuits behind that simply because he is a Golden Boy fighter? And he said he was in the midst of negotiating the Haney fight. What do you think about that situation?
He wanted to try to use the Ali Act and things like, you can't tamper with people fighters, right? It's just like basketball and football, things like that. The situation with that is you can't say, I can't be this man's friend. And that's what Floyd let him know. Like, I'm not trying to sign, as long as you don't have proof of me saying, oh, Ryan, come sign with me, this, that, and the third, then Floyd, all right, because he's not tampering with your fighter. You can't tell Ryan who to mingle with and who to talk to. And Oscar know that. That's why he put it out there like that. Yeah. He know if he ain't got no proof of Ryan sitting down trying to sign with Floyd, or Floyd, trying to undermine the things of that nature, Ryan ain't breaching no contracts or things like that, because him and Devin went under contract. It was just negotiations. Yeah. So as long as you ain't breaching no contracts, or as long as you ain't got proof out there, you're trying to steal somebody's fighter away from them, then you can't really do nothing. And that's why Oscar, he's really treading lightly with that situation. And that's why he come out and said what he's saying, because he don't have proof. You best believe if Oscar had hardcore proof that Floyd was trying to do a man after he did a man so many times, he'll let it be known. But like in this situation, you never know, because Oscar and Floyd, they beef go be forever. Like
absolutely.
So it'll never go. That's some shit that's never go stop. As long as Floyd in the business, Oscar in the business, they can act like it's cool, but we know they feelings, they don't like each other. So but I just think
absolutely. That's why when I seen that, I was like, yo, is anybody else watching this but me? I'm like, yo, he's threatening subliminally Floyd without threatening him. And I'll be honest with you, I think that was Ryan's best move to fight Rolly, to be honest with you. But Ryan Garcia, to me, I don't think he's I think he's going through a lot mentally, in my opinion. Just his course of actions. I think he's like on his fourth new trainer. Announces he just had a son, then divorces his wife publicly. He's kind of all over the place right now, beefing with De La Hoya publicly, Bernard Hopkins at the. What do you think about Ryan? I mean, I think we're talking about the Rolly fight. I think it's a dangerous fight for him because Rolly does got pop. I think he is the better fighter, but I don't know if Ryan Garcia is there mentally at this point. And just, I mean, what do you feel about Ryan? Because I just feel like he's everywhere right now. I don't even know if he's tapped into boxing at this point. He's trying to find someone to lean on.
See, Ryan mama got on my ass when I was telling him, stop going against Canelo for Oscar De La Hoya, right? See, when you speak the truth, they don't like it, Norbs. Yeah. I knew what it was, bro. Oscar was trying to tell him Canelo was trying to put him on game about Oscar and tell him to get the hell away from Oscar, right? When he was over with Eddie Reynoso and my guy Canelo, you was in the best camp in boxing, fam. Ryan started slacking off, like he tried to blame Eddie Reynoso, but all it was Oscar De La Hoya trying to get him away from Canelo, so Canelo wouldn't tell him the truth. So, because he knew him, like he knew what he was going to do with Ryan Garcia. But Ryan chose Oscar over Canelo. It ain't that Eddie wasn't training him for things of that nature. Why wouldn't you want to be on Canelo training regimen? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want to learn from the best in the business? So you just, you know what I'm saying? You wanted to be arrogant and go against the grain because you weren't having problems at first. So when you went against Canelo, when you went against Canelo for Oscar, his ass felt bad. He know he did. He know he backstabbed Canelo. He know he did. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. Hopefully they mend their relationship. Everything is cool. But he backstabbed Canelo for Oscar. But now it's like he really see what's going on, and he's seeing what's going on with the business. Like when he lost the Tank, they left him high and dry. You know what I mean? They really left him high and dry because Oscar he didn't want that fight to take place because he wanted to just make money off of Ryan and make Ryan do the things he want to do. But when Ryan like, okay, when it's something I want, you know, you try to, you know what I mean? Y'all turn y'all backs on me. So he really saw the truth with that situation. So I don't think that he's like, you know, man, we human, bro. We all go through things. But I just think it's him seeing the true face of boxing. Like, it's a dirty business, bro. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? It's a dirty business, like Canelo say. I thought Oscar was handling my business in Miami when I was going through a lawsuit. He left me high and dry. And that's when Canelo really saying that people only worry about their damn selves. And that's when Ryan Garcia, he found that out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that, you know, when you learn out the real business of this game and see that ain't no love for real, and you got to look out for your damn self, you got to make like it's chess, not checkers. You know what I mean? As long as you're under a promoter and they can make good money off you, they go use your ass for what you are. You know what I mean?
And listen,
y'all got to use each other. That's the business.
Ryan is a star. Like, he's legit. Like, people want to give Gervonta Davis 100% credit for the pay-per-view sales. He's never sold as much as what happened in that Ryan fight. And Ryan is popular, dude. Like, whether you hate him or love him, he's extremely popular. He is an attractive individual to bring into your camp because he has a following. I think he has like 10 million subscribers on Instagram. Bro, he's selling out arenas. This is a kid that's very talented. I just feel bad for him personally because I like Ryan, and I just feel like he's not there mentally. When you see fighters start going through trainers and just how he's moving online, how at the press conference he's more worried about exposing Oscar and Bernard instead of the fight. It kind of led me to believe, like, I'm like, yo, there's something going on deeper, and his actions continue to get worse and worse, and that's why I think this Rolly fight is extremely dangerous. I don't think Rolly's a top 10 fighter at 135 at all, but he's dangerous. He can punch, and Ryan does leave himself open to those type of shots. So, I mean, I hope Ryan comes up victorious in this situation, and I hope he gets his shit together because I think he's a star. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Like, I say this. Rolly is, and you got to remember, Ryan and Rolly got history in sparring as well. I mean, when Rolly caught him with a shot, and you know, he paraded all around the world. But I think Ryan knocks Rolly ass out. But like you say, it's still a dangerous fight because Rolly can't crack. Like, Rolly hits hard. I mean, he got the retarded strength. Rolly do hit hard. Tank even, you know, he had to admit that. Like, he can punch. So, and you know, Rolly that type, he don't care. He gonna come forward, and that's what's dangerous for Ryan. But at the same time, is can leave Ryan right there for what he does best: straight jab, throwaway jab, counter punch. You know what I mean? So Rolly can run into something. But you know, I feel like it's more of a, to me, I feel like it's a better fight for Ryan because, you know, with Devin, you have to try to track him in the ring and things of that nature. You know, Rolly coming to you, and you know you gotta look out for that one shot. Now Rolly gonna be rough and rugged. You know what I mean? But if you catch his ass coming in with that right shot, like Ryan could, you can get him up out of there. But at the same time,
actually makes me nervous though. I mean, if you watch this last night, when and this is I think attributed to continuing to switch trainers. When I forgot who he was fighting last fight, but once they got close to him in the close quarters, he kind of reverted shit that made no sense. And I think Rolly's going to try to take advantage of that and really crowd him and try to make it a dirty fight. And I think that's what scares me about the Rolly fight because, you know, when he started doing a shoulder roll, I'm like, bro, you don't even know what you're doing at this point. And it kind of scared me. And I think Rolly's going to try to put a lot of pressure on him and can really hurt Ryan. And I don't even know who's his trainer for this fight. I mean, who is his trainer for this fight against Rolly?
It's gonna be talking about Ryan. It's gonna be Derrick James. He with Derrick James. Yeah, I think he'll use Derrick James for Rolly. My thing, with that shoulder roll, but Andy kept turning his back, and that's why I was telling Ref, like, you can't blame my man for punching Ryan in the back because Ryan is turning sideways. Like, of course, it's a tactic where you can try to use it, but dude, you're turning your whole damn body. And this man ain't got no choice. If you're trying to hit your body, he's gonna end up hitting you in the back. So I had blame Ryan for that one. But I feel like this, man. A lot of people sleep on Ryan Garcia's skill set. Like you say, mentally he got to be there. I will give you that. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in there playing games and things of that nature. But I feel like with his skill set and with who Rolly, because Rolly gets tired too, and you know Rolly only got one thing. He's coming to try to knock you out. You don't got to worry about the skills for Rolly. You don't got to worry about the jabs. You don't got to worry about that. What you say, that could make a fighter dangerous because if you roughing somebody up in there, you trying to rough them up, and they can't handle it, you can break their wheels some way, somehow. But if Ryan can look out for just that one punch from Rolly, he'll be all right. You know what I mean? He'll be okay. So, like I say, I feel like I see Ryan knocking Rolly out, bro. I do. I see it now. Like I say, it's going to be a little tough and rugged fight for the first 4 to 5 rounds if it go that far, right? It's going to be tough and rugged. But Rolly run into things. He run into shots, and Ryan got that equalizer. Like I tell people, I don't care what your name is. Your last name can be Davis, Stevenson, Haney, Romero. Man, the way Ryan counting, bro. Like a lot of people like to protect their chin. Ryan don't aim at the chin. He aim at the temple. Yep. And once you knock the equilibrium off, you're gone. If you look at Ryan, he aims at your temple, bro. And he's good at catching on the temple. That's where he catch a lot of his opponents at. And a lot of these dudes go run into that temple shot, and he go hurt you. So I feel like if he can just stay composed, right? Don't get discouraged from what Rolly go try to do. Just stay composed. You know, he gonna knock him out. He gonna knock him out badly. He gonna knock him out worse than Tank. Like I really believe that, bro. He gonna knock him out worse than Tank because of his counter punching ability and a straight jab that make you run into a shot. So you know, a lot of people sleep on Ryan, little skill set that he got, but no, I'm gonna rock with Ryan in this one.
All right, well, Monnie, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I would love to have you on more often. You just know your shit. I like talking to people that know their shit, man. And even though you're still kind of riding with Errol Spence right now, and I like Errol. You know, you're still my man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Still my man. But I definitely love to have you on as much as possible. I'm going to continue doing this shit, and let people know where they can find you at.
Man, I got your back, bro. We go bust through the door. I seen somebody in chat saying, "Oh, I'm only here for noise for battle raps. I'm out." Peace out, brother. You know what I mean? It's a whole nother community that's gonna come and rock. And once it blow up and it's jumping, don't bring your ass back to the chat. Just stick around for the battle rap. You know what I mean? But y'all can find me at Monnie Brown TV, man. I will probably be live tonight. I don't know. I'm still, you know what I mean, in the slump. We know my rounds getting robbed. So, you know, y'all just follow me at Monnie Brown TV on YouTube, on Instagram, Monnie the Writer. I show them every fight, every Saturday night. So if y'all need somewhere to watch the fights, man, y'all come through and check me out, you know. And yeah, don't worry, Noise, I got you, man. You my guy, man. So I'm gonna come through as much as I can. Like I said, we're gonna get you through that door, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, fam. Smash the like button.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, my guy.
And we will get the camera action going, so y'all don't have to worry about looking at the blank screen. So
all right, my man.
All right, bro.
That was my man Monnie Brown. He knows his shit. I've been watching this channel for a while, but we're gonna continue this ride. Listen, guys, man. This is the beginning, but it's not the end. We're gonna continue to build this. I'm gonna be on pretty much every day. Just trying to figure out a schedule. 12 o'clock is gonna be my slot. And I hope everybody, my man EJ always in the building. Everybody starts tuning in. We're going to continue to build this. It's something I got a passion for. And we're going to get you interviews. We're going to talk on all this stuff. It's a lot of shit to talk about in boxing. This episode, period, there was a lot of shit to digest. It wasn't necessarily just one thing. So I hope you guys get into it. Subscribe, hit the like button. Leave topics that you want me to speak on in the comments. I'll be back on tomorrow, Wednesday at 12 p.m. That's going to be my slot. I'm thinking either doing 3 days a week or 5 days a week. You guys tell me, but most likely it's probably going to be Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. But if you want me to do Tuesdays and Thursdays as well, I'll be in the building. It's your boy, Norbs. This is a 10A podcast, and we are out. We out.
We ain't playing fair for nothing. Little niggas put in work. Shorty riding for his cousin. He be chillin', but it's nothing. You just gotta push his button. I ain't slipping, got a smiffin'. Niggas thought that I be bluffing. Yo, I'm a dog, nothing less than a Great Dane. I'm really from the street, so we had to hustle to maintain. I never switched up, I just changed lanes. I be with them niggas getting money and with niggas who gang bang. You niggas too frilly, you too strange. Cop some better work, hit the block, save up, get a new chain. I see my uncle hopping in new range. He taught me how to rap, bubble pack. Now I got me some new flavor. I know y'all niggas thought that y'all had me, but the glick in the stash, she tried me. Get popped like acne. We got buttons on the back of them ratchets. Two turn can't relax me. Rock designer, bitch, ain't none of us tacky. Ain't have nothing but some noodles in the crib. On that demon time, I move crucial with my blick. Baby, I'm a blood, but I be grooving with